What up, what up, what up? Happy, happy Wednesday night. What's going on, guys? How are you? Hey, Chuck. What's up, babe? How are you? Thank you. Good to see you. How you doing, hon? Hi, hi, hi. Come on in, everybody. Come on in. Take a seat. Get cozy. Get yourself a little drink. Get yourself a snack. Whatever you need. Come on in. How you doing, Chuck? What's going on, babe? What is new in the world of Chuck? I want to know. Because what's new in the world of Cindy is like boring as shit now. Mundane, day in and day out. I'm good, honey. I'm good. I'm doing well. Thank you. I'm busy, Back to school. These few weeks of back to school is always crazy. Yeah, but par for the course, right? Yeah, kids have doctor appointments, dentist appointments. Getting them to practices, the whole bit. So just gonna let a couple people get in here real quick. See if anybody shows up. I give you guys. I'm gonna ask for some help here. If anybody has any ideas. I have a little, not really much of an update, but kind of sort of. I don't know. I don't know what you want to call it. Let's see if anybody else pops in. So I don't know if anybody here is out in the Illinois area, the state of Illinois, or has any connections with anybody in the state of Illinois. Um, uh, we're trying to find a place, that Barn can go to. And that's all I'm really going to say. I'm not saying too much, but we're just trying to find a place that takes insurance, that we can kind of get him into, that Howard can get him into. He's going to need some help, and that's okay. But we're just asking for any resources that might be out there. We're making calls, and we're gonna do a lot of that tomorrow. You know what I mean? But I'm just asking anybody that might be out there in the YouTube world that's on my chat, in my channel, or anybody that knows anybody, if they know of any places that will take the insurance. The way that rehab works now is not the way that it used to work, and I don't even know the ins and outs of it. So I'm learning as I go. But there used to be some places that would do sponsorships. There are places that don't take insurance, that you have to pay ungodly amounts of money that a lot of people don't have. Um, so we're just trying to find some place that's going to be decent. You know what I mean? And so any suggestions are definitely welcome. If anybody knows anything, or knows of anybody that is a good contact, and you know I was thinking about a lot of this. I don't know. Well, I've been thinking about a lot of it over the past, I don't know how many days. Um, the whole stigma of addiction, the whole process that not only a person who is in active addiction goes through, but like the family aspect of it, and who's behind you or is suffering in silence. Hey Luna, hey. Um, it, it's just a no bueno type of situation all the way around. You know what I mean? It's really, I feel for people. I really do. I really do. Um, it's no joke. And, we want to think that like the world is getting better and it's understanding addiction better and it's treating it with a different kind heart maybe, but I don't know if it's just like the medical community is so bogged down by it and has seen so much of it that they're like so desensitized by it, or I don't know what it is, but like there's just such a dark stigma about it, and it's just um I can see why addicts don't reach out for help. I can see why they don't go to local hospitals. I can see why, they're not asking for the help that they so desperately need, because so many people that are supposed to be in an industry which offers care and concern and be there to help is just so uh, egregious and so awful towards people, you know? And it really bugs me. It really bugs me that this happens to people that are really suffering in or the family that's suffering and is asking for help, all the way from the bottom line of just like, I need help. And them wanting to turn a blind eye and just go, well, just another fucking drug addict. Yeah, okay, well, that's just another fucking human being, excuse me, to take. And I understand that people become desensitized and they see it day in and day out. But you know what? I'm sorry. Like, you didn't go into that profession to just snub your nose at people and not help them. It's just not okay, you know? I don't know. Tell me what you guys think. I got 22 people in here. I have 2 people talking. You guys, please hit the thumbs up. Right, Luna. Some don't want help, but is it because they don't want the help because of how they've been treated? You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't know, Luna. I don't know what it is. I really don't. James Cole, I'm the cat's meow. Okay, thank you. No, I don't think that they want. I don't. I don't know. It's just a sad situation to watch all this happening. You know what I mean? It's just really sad. The healthcare industry, law enforcement. I don't know. I just and I'm just venting. I mean, it might not be everywhere, and I get that. These are just my thoughts and opinions on what I've been seeing going on, and yeah, It's just really sucky. So it's right. Hide your cats. People, immigrants are going to eat them. You get that. Immigrants or illegals? Which one would I? The illegals are going to eat them? For real? For real? That's funny. I don't know. I got 30 people in here. You guys can tell me what you think if you want. Hey, don't, Chuck. I know you're laughing. That's funny. Yes, at this point, hide the animals and play it safe. Hide the cats. I know. I know. It's funny. Yeah, I mean, it's just, I don't know. And then the fact that like hospitals don't have the ability, or the resources to even help with, um, I don't know, just basic necessities that patients need. I don't know. It just makes me really fucking, I don't know. I think you guys get what I'm saying. Right. Okay, Luna. You can only speak from what you've seen. So, with that said, unfortunately, I've had to take my sister to several mental health places where they also treat addiction. Right. And treating addiction isn't a bad thing because I think mental health and addiction go hand in hand a lot of times. A lot of times they don't. A lot of times there is just mental health and has nothing to do with it. But it's like what was first, the mental health problems, or did the addiction lead to mental health problems? And that's what I think a lot of people say or think to themselves sometimes. Right. No, I know. I hear you. You've seen a lot of times people, family members that are begging their loved ones to seek help, and the addict is walking out, leaving the family hopeless. Yeah, I get it. I understand. Yeah. And then you've also seen cases where many of them end up in places like that because the family has had enough and they have nowhere else to go. Well, I think people are very limited with the places that they can go to. It's like when an addict is like at that point, um, to just seek the help. Of course, you have to wait for like a bed to be available. You have to get into the right facility. You have to find a facility that can hopefully take whatever insurance you have. Um, You know what I mean? So there's so many different caveats that play a part in it, and it has to align itself just right, just correctly, you know? It never hurts to play it safe, James Cole. Like, in what regard? What do you mean? Well, like I said, guys, I'm just trying to check in. Um, if anybody has any contacts, connections, anybody that knows anything in the Illinois area, that would be a wonderful, stepping stone to just look into some stuff. Right, right, Luna. Luna says, I've always been terrified of drugs, so I've always had a firm no, even with over the counter stuff. I do take antidepressants that have saved my life, and maybe that's an addiction on its own. No, I don't think so. I mean, I think that um people, I understand having that apprehension, and that I think we were brought up in an era where we were really presented with a that just say no to drugs campaign from Nancy Reagan. If you guys remember that. Right, but if it's an addiction that has saved your life and not illegal, and it helps you function like a responsible person, yeah, but I don't think it's an addiction. I think it's also you recognizing that it helps you. You know how you feel when you don't take it, and you know how you feel when you do take it. It's just the same as somebody who's been through any kind of surgery, and they have to be on maintenance medication for the rest of their lives based on, I don't know, maybe an organ transplant or something happening, or somebody that's diagnosed with Lyme disease, or somebody that might unfortunately have, be in cancer remission, but they have to maybe be on some type of maintenance medication for quite a while after the fact. I don't think that that is addiction. I think that that is also knowing what is going to sustain yourself and save your life. It's like a diabetic that has to take insulin, you know, because that's what's going to save their lives. I don't think that I don't think that that's an addiction of any time. You worry about a real thing, a very real thing, and there is no shame in that. You're right, Luna. I know, right? Haters watching. That's okay. You guys can listen in, and you guys can sub if you want to talk. And we're only gonna make sure that people say positive things. But yes, there's no shame in any of that. Everybody should have a good therapist on hand at some point in time in their life or another, and there's nothing wrong with that, I guess. No, there's not anything wrong with that. But my thoughts and prayers are gonna definitely be with Heaven and Barn for a long time to come. Always, always with my friends, always with people that I care about. Hey, Victor, how are you? Miss you too, honey. How are you? Nice to see you. I hope you're doing well. I know, Luna. Trust me, I feel you on that. But you know what? That's very true. You have a lot of people that depend on you. So do I. But you also need to be able to lean back and be easy sometimes too. And so you have to have a support network, whether it's your family or friends or a combination that I think help you as well. Just like anybody, we all need to be able to be easy and call on people and just say, I just gotta talk through something real quick. You know, I think that that's an incredibly healthy relationship to have with people, and the fact that you can trust in people in that regard is vitally important. You know, we all need a network of friends and family that we can rely on for sure. You know, or like I said, anybody that has any information about a place in the Illinois area, for long term rehab and recovery, sober living, you know, it's never too late. It's never too late. But, we got to act on this fast too. That's the only other issue that makes it difficult sometimes, you know. Yeah, thank you, Luna. Prayers for Heaven and Barn and their family. Definitely, for sure. Definitely for sure. Yeah, it just, it makes me think about like just like what families go through, you know. Um it's hard. Like I know it's difficult being the addict, but like it's so much harder being on the other side of it too, in my opinion. And that's, having been through it in my own life, but also really truly watching and going through and watching what this is taking its toll on this whole family. Yeah. Yeah, he's in the hospital. Yes. Yes, he is in the hospital. But we've got to find a long-term place for him to go in Illinois someplace. And there's just we've got a few days to do this, you know. So that's why I'm just asking for anybody that might know anything. And you can reach out to me. You can reach out to Honda Mommy. You can reach out to Breezy. You can reach out to Heaven. Um, you, we all have, anybody, and you can reach out to anybody that and give them that information. Whether you like us or not, it doesn't matter. Like this is about somebody's life and somebody's family and saving their life at this point. And that's really what's important more than anything. She did have her own YouTube channel. She's just kind of been using Barnes right now. I think she took down a lot of her social media a little while back. So it's what's Barnes? What's Your Story TV? I think is what it is. What's Your Story TV? Used to be ATG Barn, but now I think it's What's Your Story TV. I can send you the link, Luna, or anybody that wants it. I think she's been trying to lay low a little bit, and she's trying to like defer to us a little bit too, which can help soften the blow because there's just so many nasty people out there that just want to be like disrespectful and hateful and just say nasty things and like have their opinions, but they're not really even valid. You know what I mean? So I don't know if anybody has anything else. I love how all these people are watching. Yeah, a lot of people watching. That's okay. You guys don't have to say anything if you don't want to. Yeah, I just want this to get better for them, you know? I really do. It's not fair. It's not fair for the family. It's just not fair all around, you know? Hi, Willow. Are you new to my channel? Welcome. How are you doing tonight, Willow? hello, hello, hola. It's funny. You would think so, Willow. Um, yeah, you would think so. Um, yeah, there's a lot of things that are being navigated, and I had asked Heaven, there should be a caseworker assigned. So hopefully, um, I guess we're just like we don't want any time to lapse in between when he gets discharged versus when he goes into a place. You know what I'm saying? It needs to be a very seamless transition from like one place to another. You know what I mean? And unfortunately, I think the healthcare system is just so jaded by a lot of people in addiction, and they're not looking at the bigger picture, which what I was talking about before. Like just not even taking into consideration the fact that there's so many people behind